Hello, this is the short story, The Legend of Dragon Fang. In a secluded mountain village, nestled deep within the misty forests of ancient Japan, there lived a ninja named Hiroshi. Known for his stealth, cunning, and extraordinary skills, Hiroshi was the village's silent protector. His greatest weapon was a mystical sword, the Dragon's Fang, forged from the tooth of a long-dead dragon. The blade gleamed with an ethereal glow, imbued with the strength and fire of the legendary creature. It was said to only choose a worthy wielder, and Hiroshi had earned its trust through years of training and unwavering dedication to his people. One fateful day, the earth trembled beneath the footsteps of a fearsome giant samurai, a warlord named Killamanji. Towering over any man, Killamanji stood nearly 15 feet tall, clad in blackened iron armor that shimmered with an otherworldly malevolence. His helmet bore the visage of a demon, and his katana, nearly the length of a tree, exuded an aura of dread. Rumors whispered that Killamanji had been cursed by vengeful spirits, granting him immense size and strength in exchange for his humanity. Killamanji demanded the village's submission, threatening to raise his sword at anyone who refused to surrender their crops, their treasures, and freedom. Later that evening, the villagers pleaded with Hiroshi to save them. Though the ninja had faced many foes before, none compared to the overwhelming presence of the giant samurai. The challenges ahead. Hiroshi prepared himself for battle, but his heart was heavy with uncertainty. The dragon's fang was powerful, but Killamanji's armor appeared indestructible, and his strength could crush even stone. Hiroshi knew he couldn't rely on brute force. He needed strategy, skill, and an unshakable resolve. The first challenge was luring Killamanji away from the village to minimize collateral damage. Using his ninja skills, Hiroshi set traps and diversions, drawing the giant samurai into the dense forest. The second challenge was the environment itself. Killamanji's immense size and strength turned the trees into splinters with every swing of his blade. Hiroshi had to move like a shadow, never staying in one place for too long. The battle in the forest. Under the moonlight, Hiroshi confronted Killamanji in a clearing. The giant samurai's deep voice rumbled like thunder. "Do you truly believe you can defeat me, little ninja?" Hiroshi remained silent, his grip tightening on the dragon's fang. The blade shimmered with a fiery glow, as if the spirit of the dragon within it acknowledged the gravity of the battle. Killamanji struck first, his massive katana cleaving through the air with terrifying speed. Hiroshi dodged by inches, the sheer force of the attack uprooting nearby trees. He darted around his foe, slashing at the gaps in Killamanji's armor, but the giant samurai seemed as tough as the steel he wore. Realizing he couldn't rely on conventional strikes, Hiroshi recalled the legend of the dragon's fang. It could pierce even the hardest materials, but only when wielded with the precision of a single decisive blow. Finding the weakness, Hiroshi observed the samurai's movements, searching for a weakness. Despite his size and strength, the giant samurai's strikes were slow and predictable. Hiroshi noticed that Killamanji's blackened armor bore glowing red lights, weak points where the cursed energy seemed to seep through. The challenge now was to create an opening. Hiroshi used the terrain to his advantage, leaping from trees, setting off smoke bombs, and baiting Killamanji into striking wildly. With each missed blow, Killamanji grew more enraged. His movements became reckless. Finally, Hiroshi spotted his chance. Killamanji raised his katana high above his head for a crushing blow, exposing the glowing seam on his chest. Hiroshi dashed forward, the dragon's fang igniting with fiery light as he channeled all his energy into a single upward slash. The blade pierced through the cursed armor, shattering it with a thunderous crack. Killamanji let out a great roar, as a malevolent energy within him began to dissipate. His immense form crumbled, shrinking back into that of a mortal man. As Kilimanji lay defeated, he whispered his gratitude. You freed me from this curse. I was a man once, but I let my greed and pride lead me to ruin. With those final words, he closed his eyes, and his body dissolved into ash. Carried away by the wind, Hiroshi returned to the village. Battered, but victorious, the villagers celebrated their savior. But Hiroshi knew the true credit belonged to the dragon's fang and the spirit of the dragon that had guided him. From that day on, Hiroshi remained vigilant, his bond with the mystical blade growing stronger. The legend of the ninja and the dragon's fang became a tale of hope, courage, and the enduring strength of a protector who stood against impossible odds to defend his people. The end. This is the legend of Dragon Fang.